Hello and good evening. This is Michael with Front Row Geeks. We're doing Final Fantasy XIV tonight, and joining me for this stream is Asher from our Friday night stream.
Hello.
So yeah, we're gonna do some Final Fantasy XIV. Let's see here. Should take just a moment, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Geeks. We're doing Final Fantasy XIV tonight, and I seem to be bleeding over. And joining me for this stream is Asher from our Friday night stream.
Hello.
There we go, that takes care of that. And while I'm at it, don't forget to post that we're streaming. Okay, yeah. There we go, that takes care of that. Sorry you had to deal with that, kids. Let's see here. Yeah.
So, taken care.
Yep, everything should be taken care of now. And let's go ahead and get going. So for tonight's stream, I'm currently working on my Dark Knight, who's level 37. We're going to go ahead and do a couple dungeons and see what we get. As you may have noticed, something new that we're trying out tonight is we have chat open. If you actually look at the in-game window, the chat is currently open over the game screen. So when you guys show up and start, typing away as you do, it's going to be right there in the stream. Should be awesome.
Yeah.
And here we go.
And there was a couple things that you said you wanted to talk about, since I mentioned them.
Well, you were starting to tell me about, and I figured, we might as well save it for when everyone's listening, but you started telling me about how we've got the Godzilla and Tales of Zestria, and you were telling me about some different game news.
Okay, well, let's start off with the simple thing is, okay, I'm a giant, huge Godzilla fan, so yes, I did play a couple of Godzilla games. Admittedly, to me, I kind of felt that they didn't really, accurately portray it. And I've known about this game for a while, since it's been in Japan, been released in Japan for a good while. Actually, it got released earlier this year. But Bandai Namco said that, oh yeah, we're gonna bring the game stateside, but we're gonna basically release the game initially for Japan, do little tweaks, add a few characters to it, and then basically release the final version. Like a definitive version for both Japan and the US. So basically the game is just plainly known as Godzilla. But it is on PS4, and I'm pretty sure we're getting the PS3 version as well. And the character listing is immense.
Is it?
Because we have the original, 1950s Godzilla. The cat, I can't remember the actual era's name, but the cat-faced Godzilla, as well as 2014's Legendaries Godzilla.
Interesting.
Also the various forms of Mechagodzilla, King Ghidorah, Mothra, including both larval and moth form, as well as some of the lesser-known Godzilla kaiju. Admittedly, I'm not going to be pre-ordering it because A, America's not getting any pre-order bonuses, so, another one, yeah. So it's like, why pre-order when I could just wait for a used copy?
Yeah, especially like you said, if there's not going to be any bonuses for pre-ordering, no sense.
Yeah. In other news, and weirdly enough, they've been announcing it in Europe for a while, but like the American side, there's just been no news about it. Is Tales of Zestria.
Mm-hmm.
With Tales of Zestria, it's like the next Tales game. It's going to be for PS4, I believe.
That's what you were saying earlier, I believe.
It's going to be for both PS4 and PC, because it's on Steam right now. You can pre-order on Steam. I'm half tempted to get a copy on do the pre-order on Steam and then get the collector's edition for PS4, because I'm weird like that.
You are pretty weird like that, let's be honest.
Yes. Because like on Steam, they're doing some pre-order bonuses, similar to the vein that Lost Planet 3 or Bioshock Infinite did, where it's like, if you pre-ordered this, we have like 3 tiers of like, if we get this level, you can get this stuff. Admittedly, like Mychyl, let me pull up Steam on my end just to see it again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if it's still around. Yep, there it is. Okay. Because they've already unlocked the first reward, which is basically, if you pre-order it, you get a set of classic Tales weapons skins that you can have on your character. Basically, weapons that you've seen in other previous Tales games. And then there's the first level reward, which has been met, which is 4 Tales classic male costume set. Basically, for the married characters will have skins of previous male characters.
Okay.
Reward 2 is for classic female costume set for the other for some of the other bands.
Yeah.
Reward 3 is basically when you unlock the rewards, you get everything and above. So it doesn't matter when you pre-order, as long as you pre-order it, you get all this. But reward 3 is you get a copy of Tales of Symphonia for Steam for free. So basically, if you get pre-order it, it's like $50. You're paying like $25 for both Zestria and Symphonia. Admittedly, let me see how much, because like Symphonia is listed on there and it says sometime in 2016. So when the game does get brought out, they do mention that it will automatically pop into your Steam library once it's available on Steam.
Well, that's good.
And yes, I will be I will be getting a collector's edition mailed to me for the PS4 version of Zestria, because it's not about the statuettes. It's actually about some of the other things. Considering that I pre-ordered Tales of Xillia and Xillia 2 collector's editions. And then the last thing is, I'm pretty sure we talked a little bit about it last night, because, well, we were playing a game that is currently in my heart, even though I have a hard time with tank controls.
Yeah.
Is Red Ash. Basically, I mentioned that today at Anime Expo, they were going to be announcing a lot of news about the game. And it kind of surprised me, because when they mentioned news, and it's like, I had known about the connection to Studio 4C, which is a big name in anime,
Mm-hmm.
because they do a lot of like experimental type animes, as well as some really, really good ones, because Studio 4C was also part of the Berserk movie that they did. The most recent Berserk movie.
Yeah.
That was done with the help of Studio 4C. Is that Red Ash is going to be both a game, which is going to be spearheaded by Keiji Inafune, and then there's going to be an anime, spearheaded by, I can't remember his full name, but it's Seto something.
Kaiba?
Huh?
Seto Kaiba?
No, not Kaiba. No, not Kaiba.
He's not screwing the rules?
He's not screwing the rules. On top of the fact that we've got the names of the characters, as well as one that I'm kind of saying there like, really? Is that technically Red Ash is a side story to Beck, to Mighty Number 9.
Oh, is it?
Yes, Keiji Inafune says there's a connection to Mighty Number 9 with Red Ash.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, he was spearheaded both projects, right?
Keiji Inafune was the one that spearheaded, spearhead the entire situation with Mighty Number 9, because he was pissed off at Capcom about like no one wants a Mega Man game, a proper Mega Man game anymore.
Which, of course, the fans definitely disagree.
Yeah. Admittedly, Red Ash is not receiving as high, is not getting as much publicity as Mighty Number 9, Koji Igarashi's Bloodstained, or Shenmue 3 is.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because, like, literally, it was like Mighty Number 9 was like a really good, successful Kickstarter. And then this year, it's like everyone pretty much that has been listening to the streams when I've been on has knows that I one of the Kickstarter, one of the backers for Bloodstained, and it was like literally like Bloodstained, and then Shenmue 3, which I believe is still going on, and now there's this announcement of Red Ash, and I was like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are kind of
getting
burned out
on Kickstarting.
At least kickstarting like really old games that they feel should be revived. Admittedly, the base goal for Red Ash for the game, 800,000, which is not that big of a goal. If I recall correctly, the base goal for Mighty Number 9 was 400,000, I think.
Could be. Honestly, I wasn't following it as closely as you were, so
I barely did it, but the other thing is that the anime, they're doing it interesting in that it's going to be like little tiny short episodes, like 10, 15 minutes, but various things. The one thing that a lot of people did, that they did mention is that on the anime, the stretch goal is roughly about like 2.5 million.
Oh, wow.
Which, if they do hit, that's the end point.
That's the absolute end game?
That's the absolute end game for the anime side of things. The game, they're kind of keeping some of the stretch goals kind of under wraps for now.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of a lot of some. Well, I can't say a lot. Some Kickstarters that I've followed and funded do what they do, where they'll release. Okay, we're gonna have the following 8 to 10 stretch goals. These ones will announce these later when we get closer to that. The number, what it is, and all that. Let's focus on we'll focus on 1 through 3. Okay, we met 3, so here's 4 through 6. Okay, now we'll do 7 and 8. And yeah. I wasn't paying attention. I just got hit with that. That's not good.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's one of the perils of streaming. My attention's in multiple places at once.
Well, the major stretch goal of the anime side is if they meet that like 2.5 million. Instead of doing like a small little like 10 to 15 minute episodes and like maybe 5 to 6 of them, they're going to do a feature length movie.
Well then, a feature length movie.
Yeah, which in my opinion, I'd admittedly I'd have to bring up what they look like, considering that I've got them set aside. Okay, pulling up the movie one right now, which each one kind of has its own thing, which is the movie, the anime is being called Red Ash Magicada, or Magi Cicada, whereas the game is Mighty Number 9: The Indelible Legend. And the one thing is that the characters' names are kind of interesting. Admittedly, since they did mention that this is kind of a side story to Mighty Number 9, the main character's name is Beck. Who, for those that were part of the Mighty Number 9 or who paid attention to it, that's the name of the main character in Mighty Number 9. His name is not Mighty, his name's Beck.
Well then.
So, Inafune has pretty much stated that yes, this is part of the universe of Mighty Number 9. He's just not saying how or when or where or why this is.
How tied it in is.
Yeah, he as far as anybody can tell, it's pretty much sounding similar to a lot of the Mega Man and Mega Man Legends stuff. But he's doing his own. Considering that the character, I'm trying to remember who did the character designs, but he pretty much got the same person who did the guy behind Mega Man Legends to come back and do it again.
Well, that's good.
Kazushi Ito. Okay.
As long as he didn't come back to do the controls. Or the same person didn't come back to do the controls. Because that person had one job and failed it.
Let's see. The game director is Masahiro Yasuma, who, yes, he's the guy behind Mega Man Legends, but he also did The Misadventures of Tron Bonne. And it looks like they got a lot of the people who worked on either Mega Man Legends or Mighty Number 9 to help out with this. And various other people. But let's see here. The one thing is that for those of you that paying attention, Beck is the guy in red. If you've seen some of the artwork, they've announced the guy that looks amazingly like Teasel. In this case, in Red Ash, the character's name is Tiger, or Tiger, as I'm going to be calling him, because they spell his name with a Y instead of an I. And then the female that's in part of him, can you guess what her name is? It's similar to how Rock and Roll were.
So I'm guessing Call.
Yes. Admittedly, she's not like Roll in the fact that she's less of, friend to, and more of a business partner that constantly is going like, oh hey, why haven't you finished off paying your bills to me yet? Okay. Admittedly, she does fulfill Roll, from the looks of things, Roll's ability to build and make things for Beck and Tiger.
That's good.
Because Beck and Tiger actually have a partnership for what they do. And they did bring back an XP of the Servbots. But admittedly, they're all blue. They're actually like little tiny blue and black, with the faces blacked out. And they're called Gophers. But supposedly and this is actually on the Kickstarter page, they're autonomous AI-powered robots created by Call to help with her company, which is called Bones Agency. Admittedly, some people are already creating theories that it's not Bones, but Bond's company, and that one of the enemies could be potentially named, and I have the last name of Gasket, and I'm sitting there like, if that happens, I'm going to start slamming my head up against the wall. And the levels for it is there are going to be, I believe, up to oh wow, Okay, early digital. Okay, they have the unlimited ones go up to $299, and then you get anything higher is all the limited types.
Mm-hmm.
And the highest level, which is 9,999, of which there's 10 of them, called the legendary legendary set, which KG Inafune and the Red Ash team will basically treat anybody who pays that to a dinner. And you get everything before. However, it does mention that airfare / transportation and lodging are not included.
So those are the responsibility of the winning bidder.
Of anybody that bids on that is basically you have to have enough money to do the airfare and hotel thing
on top
to
of
do
paying
the dinner.
10K to get that level.
Yeah, roughly 10K.
But then again, if you're able to pay 10K to get that level, airfare and hotel should be extremely easy for you, I'm sure.
Yeah. The one thing is that unlike some of the other ones where it's like, oh hey, you get this stuff, the next lowest tier, the 6999 level, this one's called A Villager Is You, and basically they will take your likeness and make you into one of the
Stupid monk.
Oh.
You'll see it in a moment here.
Pulling that up. And what the fuck is he doing? Oh my god, I wasn't that stupid.
And I thank you for that fact.
Just to let everybody know, when once my new machine is up and running, I will be probably back on this. And I will be playing my Black Mage. Well, he's not Black Mage yet since I stopped at 29. But I understood how. Yeah, once I get back on, it will start to be like David get up to a level, so you can start doing like the end game stuff with us again. And but basically, like most of the other Kickstarter games and stuff, it's like usually they'll have like a lower tier that's like, oh hey, have your likeness in the game, or have some a thing of yours.
Yeah.
Because I know in Bloodstain there was like 2 versions of it. One of which is like, oh, the Hellhound level, and then there was Castle Portrait. One was basically you can have a pet, your pet, or an animal of your choice, Hellhound, in the game. Another one, and the other one, which is Castle Portrait, which you see most of the time. They did that in Shovel Knight, in the fact that they took your picture and then turned it into a portrait in a certain part of Shovel Knight. For a certain level of backers. They did the same thing with Bloodstained. Is like basically if you play this much, we will turn your face into one of the portraits strewn about the castle in Bloodstained.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. In this case, Red Ash, they're doing it a little bit different in the fact that it's like the next tier down from the top, the highest tier of donation, which it's $7,000, and there's only 5 slots open, one of which has already been taken. So,
yeah.
And basically, it's like they will turn you into a villager in the town of, and trust me, the name of this is really weird, Kalkanon. And it's Kalkanon. So, there's no way I could mess up that pronunciation. So, but looking at some of them, it's like some of the levels of the backers are like, oh, that's nice. I can't do it at this moment.
Basically, that's nice. I wish I was independently wealthy.
Yeah, because like the next tier down is create an enemy for Red Ash, and then next one down, design a jacket for Beck, or design a something that will go on Beck's jacket. Um, Next tier down from that is welcome to you, and have an area in Calcannon named after you. Your name will be the first thing that Beck sees when he enters your area. Next tier down, signed original Inifune sketch, 20 of those. Overachiever, work with Red Ash team and design an in-game achievement.
That would be my
to me,
favorite.
I'm kind of tempted between the one of the two of the tiers, because weirdly enough, the lowest tier, which is $5 or more, you get basically a wallpaper and your name in the credits. Which most of the time, like any of the Kickstarters will usually have like a tier up from the base level that will have their name in the credits.
I
In
don't
this
know, I'm
case,
used to
like just
seeing it at the base level, actually.
weirdly enough, Bloodstain did not. Bloodstain had it like at like 2 tiers up from the base level, which is weird.
Hmm.
But no, in this case, it's like $5 or more basically gets a wallpaper and your name in the credits. $25 gets you a digital copy of the game for PC,
Mm-hmm.
of which is going to be released on Steam from the sounds of it. $49 or more, since the digital styling one is all sold out, is just the digital combo, which you get official soundtrack, exclusive backer-only legendary blue special weapon, not mentioning the next one up, which was $69, which was basically digital styling, which a backer-exclusive character skin, Beck with a jacket, and beta access game before official release.
Mm-hmm.
And then 69 or more, digital styling, a much more open one, which is now unlimited. Because there was an early bird one, and then digital styling, if they got to so many, that you get the character, the same thing that the previous ones got, and beta access. 79 gets you the digital combo, which gets you an official art book. 89 gets you a physical copy of the game, and all the previous ones, which means like a digital art book, the digital game.
Mm-hmm.
119 gets a Red Ash t-shirt while carrying a copy of your Red Ash in styling physical box. 159 gets the physical combo, which t-shirt, copy, and a physical art book, English or Japanese. And then the two highest ones for the unlimited one, which is Bookworm Bliss, which you get a Design Works book, and then all the previous rewards, or the Gopher Delivery, which is a special Gopher plushie toy, plus the previous rewards on that one. However, it's $2.99 or $2.99 for those ones, respectively. And personally, I'd love to get my hands on the $2.99 one. However, I kind of wish I had a job that would allow me to support that thing.
Yeah. Alright, well, with that dungeon run done, I'm going to take a quick AFK before the next one.
Okay.
So, we will be back momentarily. And we're back. Thank you very much for your patience, everyone. So, let's see here.
And I hate to say this, but I'm kind of, like, after explaining all that, I'm kind of, about Kickstarter and that fun stuff.
Oh, are you feeling talked out?
No, I was, admittedly, like, I looked over some of the rewards for doing the Kickstarter for the anime.
Mm-hmm.
And admittedly, it's kind of weird on some of them, but...
How so?
It's like, the anime one starts at $4, and it's like, just, everything is like 14, 24, 144, 44, 74, 94, 104, 114, 144.
That's weird. Everything ends in a 4 like that? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, admittedly, like, looking at all of it, admittedly, like,
another dungeon.
One of the ones I'd love to get my hands on for the anime one is the 344 one, which is basically a handmade watch. But it's like, ooh, that's a little much. But I'd be more tempted to get the 144 one for the anime, which is basically a physical making of book.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. On top of the fact that from the sounds of it, like, just about every, you can actually get to select who the voice actors are going to be for Call and Tiger in the anime. And I'm going like, ooh. As much as that happens, I really kind of wish that they got the person that was doing Tiger's voice in the game. Because I'm pretty sure that the guy that they're getting to do Tiger in the game is the same guy who did the voice for the Japanese voice for Teasel.
And obviously, with your preference for Teasel, it makes sense that you would want to get the same voice actor.
Yeah, because from the way they're handling Tiger, they haven't actually properly had him, like, had his name said out loud.
I would say probably Tiger. Even though it's a Y, it's probably going to be Tiger. Just like my name's Mychyl, even though it's, you know, a Y.
Yeah. He has a very similar personality, because, like, on the game one, like the Kickstarter video, it did actually show off how the story's going to kind of go.
Mm-hmm.
And, Tiger is very much similar to, Teasel, and the fact that it's like, he's like, no, it's like, as long as you did your job, you're good, don't worry about it. And it's like, no. Considering that, I hate to say this, but while looking over everything, the more I read over it, it's like, the more this sounds like Mega Man Legends, the way they wanted to do number 3. Had who had not, stepped in being an ass about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because the one thing that Inafune did mention was that Inafune kind of wanted to make a game, an open world game that took place in a world of anime. Which, when you think about it, like, you saw how Mega Man Legends was. That was, like, really, really a lot of anime tropes, like one kid running down to defeat this group of pirates, and he did it single-handedly.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not an anime trope, I don't know what is.
Well, that's also an RPG trope, though, is one character and/or a small group of characters going on and taking out this huge enemy group, whether it's a corporate conglomeration, a group of pirates, whatever.
Yeah. It's like a group of slightly competent but horribly inept pirates. Because I will kind of say this, is we have not actually found the proper enemy yet.
Well, that makes sense.
Admittedly, I hate to say this, but since you probably also deduced it, is that the real enemy in Mega Man Legends is not really the Bonds. Admittedly, they did kind of like kick my ass.
Yeah, that they did.
But,
or at least the fight with your one crush did.
Bond literally crushed me. But among things, it's like that one really, I do admit, it's first the game. Like if you were playing back in the day when you played it, it's like it was amazing. Nowadays, it's like, why the crap is this so slow to turn? As well as
sure
the thing
back
like
in the day, you were like, "Why is this so slow to turn?" It just that's just how this game is.
yeah. Hmm.
Sorry, I seem to have gotten a bit distracted here.
It's okay. It's kind of one of those things. Admittedly, I'm kind of, at this moment in time, trying to debate whether or not I should open up and, you know, redo that entire fight.
Well, presuming that we're playing Legends again next week, which we might well be, if you are going to redo that fight, you've got until then to make that decision.
Yeah, and redo it, and then probably, you know, work towards getting, you know, be a little bit better about things. But yeah, looking at it, the world of Red Ash it's going to have a similar flair to what the world of Mega Man Legends had, which I'll admit, it's actually not that bad of a designed world. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit, like, when you think about it, it's like, why do some people look like they're Mega Man-esque type people? They really don't explain that fully until the second game. And it also ties into why Mega Man Legends is at the very end of the entire Mega Man timeline, too.
You said that's the second game that actually explains that part?
It is the second game that actually explains why people kind of look like, some of them have, like, mechanical eyes like Teasel does, or the fact that Teasel has, like, Mega Man armor.
Mm-hmm.
The game actually goes into and explains why that is possible. Admittedly, it's like, when I first went into it, it's like, oh, well, I just accepted it as is. It wasn't until I started replaying it and then rereading through some of the dialogue that it's like, wait a minute. Why are they like that? And it's kind of sad because the way they did the reveal of it, this is going to spoil spoilers, is that technically it was going to be kind of like explained in like a grandiose manner, but sad to say, no, it actually got regulated down to like a few info dumps near the end of the second game. That if you're not really paying too much attention to it, you're like, what? This doesn't explain anything at all. Why did this even happen? But then again, it's like one of those moments where it's like, at the time, I just kind of accepted it as is because it's a video game. It's like those people who think Final Fantasy VIII is a great game, when no, it's horribly broken and the storyline doesn't even make an ounce of sense.
It really does. I mean, the entire Final Fantasy series, one of the tropes that seems to come up in a lot of the Final Fantasy games is amnesia. And it comes up as a kind of a, oh, well, we're going to use this to hand-wave this piece of the storyline. But that one, the entire core plot device was amnesia. Was retrograde amnesia due to exposure to GFs, which is ridiculous.
Well, the one I have a little bit more peeved offness was the entire thing of compressed time and everything being controlled, moved into one period of time, everything existing all at once. I'm like, that's not how time fucking works, you idiots.
Wibbly wobbly. I'm a Doctor Who fan. I can manage with this.
Well, I'm a Doctor Who fan too, and the only I'm gonna say, if you compress time, you get the same thing of what happened when they sealed the Doctor in that one cube.
The Pandorica?
The Pandorica, yes. Which is why I liked when I heard about the theory that 8 is basically Squall's dying moments. Everything that takes place after he gets shot by Adia is basically everything that's happening in his mind as he's falling down to his death.
I can live with that theory. Partly in that I think he should die, but that's just me being a dick.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, I think the only character that I was okay with was, oddly enough, Zell.
Zell was definitely my favorite character from that one.
Because, after everything, it's like, everyone just kind of treated Zell like he was, that one goofball that doesn't honestly try his earnest, and Zell was doing his best.
Yeah.
I mean, Yuffie felt like an airhead.
Yuffie?
Quittis...
You seriously just said Yuffie.
Yeah.
I think you were trying to say Selfie.
Selfie, yes. I think I said Yuli instead of...
No, you said Yuffie.
Yuffie?
You said
okay.
Kisaragi.
Kisaragi. But yeah... Selfie... really, she just did not feel like an actual proper character. She just felt like, there to fill out the party.
She was, and I don't say this lightly, but she was the Taya of that group.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, Irving comes in as a second to Zell, but at the same time, I have a big beef with Irving, the fact that, just about, it's he comes in and really doesn't add to the group much. The only reason why I liked him is because of the fact that he had the ability to just switch out shotgun shells.
I liked how he had his own little storyline there.
Mm-hmm.
His own little, I'm the lone sniper, blah blah blah.
No one truly gets me, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
but
no one gets me.
Care.
I have the hardest job ever. Everything comes down to me, and then he doesn't make the shot, and everyone acts like he fucked up the shot.
Yeah.
When actually, Idea is just that badass.
Hell, it's the fact that it's now looking back on it, and it's he did really technically have the worst job. Because everybody else was just there as a distraction, and he was there to try and assassinate somebody.
Yeah, but but at the same time, it kind of goes both ways. Because on the other hand, okay, what is this guy doing? The Lancer is just standing over there and not doing anything, and this is disturbing me. I really need...
That's not good. You guys are just waiting at the elevator? Oh god, he's just sitting there, he's not even moving towards
Oh
the
yeah,
elevator.
here he goes. He's coming.
Okay. But, yeah, to me, everyone's like, oh, 8 was such a great story. It's a love story. I'm like, I don't mind love stories.
You know
Heck,
what a better love story was? 9.
I can't say anything about 9 because I have not played it yet. And we agreed that once I finish 6, 9 is next on the list.
Oh, right, I forgot. 9, well, just suffice to say 9's a better love story. 7's a better love story. 7 Disc 1 is a far better love story than 8.
Yeah, and given the fact that I've been replaying 7 again, yes, I've been replaying 7. But,
ladies and gentlemen,
yeah,
now
like,
is the point to cast judgments. Please feel free to cast judgment in the chat.
yeah, but to me, it's like after like playing it like as a young kid and not understanding things, going like, oh my god, these characters cool. It's like, looking back on it, I feel more sorry for Tifa than anybody because literally, it like after what she had to go through and what she's putting up with, she's still waiting for Cloud to come back to her.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad to say, but she is that one childhood friend that the person that came back was not Cloud, but somebody who had his face, but not his personality.
Yeah, because he was that weird Cloud-Zack hybrid. Apologies for any spoilers, but the game's 20 years old.
And the fact that information is also spoiled in Advent
Everything.
Children, Crisis Core, Last Mission. Do you want me to go on to other games that mention this craziness?
We're golden.
Yeah, it is literally, if you have not played the game, watched any of the side stuff, and I think there's supposedly going to be a novelization with the remake of 7.
Ugh. That's all I have to say is ugh. I'm sorry. I get it. I do. I get that Final Fantasy VII is probably one of the most beloved properties in the series. I get that. I really do. And I have no hatred towards anyone who considers 7 their favorite Final Fantasy, because I get it. I do. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, can we please just... The horse is dead. It is no more. It is an ex-horse.
Yeah, and to me, like, if you're going to be remaking games, can we remake some of the other ones? Not 4, please? Because 4 is, like, I hate to say this, what could possibly happen to 7 if they keep doing it. I mean, like, how many versions of Final Fantasy IV are there?
3, I think.
I'm thinking about 7.
Really? Are there really that many?
I'm just gonna say like ones that they made per console. So there's Final Fantasy Chronicles.
Yeah, which was the PSX.
Final Fantasy for the for the GBA.
Oh,
which
sorry,
is
there
not
was a GBA version. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, which is not the same as the PSX version.
No, just like with 6, they did make minor tweaks.
And added a special dungeon as well.
Yeah.
Then there was the DS version. And then there's the PSP version. And then there's the phone version, the mobile version, as I'm going to be calling it, which is a slight tweak of the DS version, but with, I think they added on some more content, and once again, that special dungeon that was in the GBA version.
Mm-hmm. Okay, see, that was just unfortunate. What is this guy even doing? If you look on the stream, the Lancer is just being a derp. And I'm not okay with that.
Does he... Is the Lancer being DPS or tank right now?
Lancer's DPS, but the problem is that this fight, I know you've only done this probably once, but this fight is awkward. And
yeah, I remember this fight, and you told me not to do a lot of, damage. You told me kind of like stand off and then just kind of like take care of anything that tries to come in.
Yeah, in this case, of course, meaning the Spriggans.
Whereas this guy, he's attacking the slimes like you can't do any damage to them right now. You're an idiot.
Yeah, and then he just killed the bomb. So
Well, oh my god. Why would you? That's just prolonging the fight. And I just saw him just poke the bomb and like that's not how you do that fight.
yeah, and
I've only done it
he's
once.
Seriously trying to DPS. Shit. I'm not gonna be able to do this. I can't do this. I need my team to work with me here.
Yeah, and the fact is like he's not doing how the fight's supposed to go. If he's thinking it's like blah blah blah, it's like you're not doing it right. You're just prolonging the damage. And when I did this, we did it like almost lickety spit.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem, is that he's not doing this right. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's 2 bombs in. And I have no MP left.
Oh no.
Nah, it's fine. I've got Siphon Strike and I've got Blood Weapon. MP is a very fluid resource for me. I'm back up to full MP already.
Nice. But yeah, to me it's like 7, like they teased it with the did he just fuck up again? He just, oh my god, I just saw the bomb spawn again. And don't you dare fucking touch it. He just fucking touched it. You can't DPS this fight that way. They're freaking invincible. You're barely doing any damage, don't you see that?
He just did it again.
Oh, there's a bomb. And there he goes again. That freaking... Oh, wait.
I apologize in advance for what you're about to see.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't even vote to dismiss. I was about to vote to dismiss him for... And then the Commentators just did it too.
Oh, we're doing that, right? Do not touch the bomb. Good sir, do not touch...
Yeah, and I have said that multiple times. And I think the healer just quit.
Rage quit?
Yeah, because the healer's now no longer showing up in the raid.
Yeah, I just saw basically everything of theirs just disappeared.
Yep.
I'm sorry, good sir, but you are not playing... I know people go like, oh, you can't play you're not playing the game properly. It's like, there's a way some of these bosses have to be taken down. And you, sir, are not doing it right. And since the healer's gone, you died. I'm sorry, Michael, but
Yeah,
I really
it
do feel sorry
happens.
for you.
It happens, honestly. I haven't had it happen in a long time, but it happens. Okay, I'm just gonna have to abandon that way.
Good day, sirs.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Sorry that you guys had to see that. This is... I have to be honest. This is the first time in this game that I have ever done that. I have never abandoned a dungeon before. Ever. It was
Trust me,
that
even
bad.
when I thought I was screwing up, he was like, no, 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 you're doing okay. But next time, do it a little bit better.
And you guys can't see the chat window because it's under the actual Twitch chat window. But I was in that chat saying, you do this, don't do that, don't do that. The fact that it kept going at that is more than a little frustrating to me, I have to be honest. I've not had to deal with that before. I've not had to deal with... I'm not certain, based on the names, it could have been a language barrier. I'm going to be honest, it could have been. I tried using auto-translate, but maybe it didn't translate through well. At the end of the day, though, there's only so much I can do. I tried, and when the healer left as well, there was no point in trying anymore. That was the end. So, again, I apologize, guys. You should have never had to see that. That is not how I do things. But in this case, it was a boundary between, do I just sit here and keep failing with these guys, or what do we do? So I'm going to go step AFK for a few moments. I'm going to de-stress a bit.
Yep.
And I will return shortly, and we're going to try another dungeon. So
hopefully with somebody who actually knows what they're trying to do.
let's certainly hope so. So I will be right back in just a couple moments. Thank you very much for your patience. Sorry, all, I'm back. Thank you for your patience.
Hello.
So, that, I figured out, I was able to put that into context. That dungeon, for those of you who have seen Kitchen Nightmares or have heard of such things, and I'm sure that my delightful co-pilot here is probably very familiar with the episode in question, since it's very near to where he lives, but that was my Amy's Baking Company moment. I'm guessing from the silence you don't recognize what I'm referring to?
Oh, I recognize Kitchen Nightmares. Yeah, that is one of those nights where it's like there's one guy in the kitchen that's just.
Well, in this case,
considering that my brother's been watching.
I was gonna say, in this case, did you see the episode with Amy's Baking Company in Scottsdale?
Oh, God. Amy's Bakery, yeah, that. And yes, while I do live in Phoenix, I am never going to that place. That's the type of establishment that, honestly, the way that she treated her employees, well, they did get slightly better after that, because the county came down on them about that.
Mm-hmm.
That is not an establishment you should be paying attention to. That is an establishment that you should be basically saying, do not go there.
Yeah. So, we're going to do a slight change of plans. I was going to do another dungeon, but as you may be seeing on the screen, or you may have already seen on the screen, since I had to rage quit that dungeon, and yes, I do classify that as had to, since I had to rage quit that dungeon, I'm not actually able to access dungeons for a little bit. So we're going to find something else to do. So let's see. Let's take a look at the challenge log, because I have done like nothing in this. I'm the better part of a way through the week, and I've not done anything. I'm a horrible person, I know. So let's see.
I'm a horrible person too.
Fates. I got a lot of fates that I need to do. Levy quests. Companion kills. I haven't done that yet. So we're gonna go. Fate battles is kind of boring though. It's not going to be that exciting to watch, guys. So, let's do a little bit of storyline.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go White Mage for this.
White Mage.
Which is significantly higher level than, well, the level, no, not really, but the gear score and thus the stats are significantly higher.
If you have any knowledge of MMOs, you understand that there is technically a max level, and then there's a gear max level.
Well, that too, but also keep in mind that the expansion did just recently release. So the old max level was 50, and the gear was based around that. The new max level is 50 or 60. My White Mage is 52 and has some of the gear from the new area. So, as a result, because of the gear that my White Mage has, yeah, it's pretty sick. He's better geared now than he was when I was doing endgame, so it's pretty intense.
If I saw correctly, you're at basically gear level 113?
You did in fact see correctly. I am at gear level 113.
So, yeah, and I'm pretty sure people that have not played MMOs, but may have played that horrible travesty known as Destiny, would understand that as well, because I hate to say this, guys, Destiny is an MMO.
No, I'm going to argue with you on that one. The reason I'm arguing that is that I do not... Well, hello there, sir. You're basically nude. I want you to be aware of that fact, sir. You'll see
somebody is not playing by the rules.
You'll see him in a little bit on the screen. Right as I'm about to teleport out, he teleports in behind me. Oh, yeah, he just showed up on the screen. He's one of the new Aura race.
And I see the teleport symbol, and oh good lord.
Oh, and there we
right
go.
Behind
There's another one right here, too.
And the way he's standing just...
This is awkward. It looks like a... What are you wearing, sir? Quero Beach Morrow. It's basically a loincloth.
Wait, is that person wearing a heart boxers?
No, that's Quirrell print.
Okay. Okay. Are you sure that's a guy?
Yes, that's the guy.
Okay, yeah, I just see the thing pop up. I mistaken the pendant for, straps.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, there's actually a couple different neck pieces that have that kind of look, so I'm pretty used to that now. But yeah, it's very interesting.
Hopefully that's the, oh god, I want to say, glamored.
Yeah.
He's glamored it to that?
Yeah,
okay.
If you actually look, and it'll pop up obviously in a little bit on the screen, when you look at someone's equipment, in this case, he has a bunch of little pluses on the top right corner of the various equipment pieces. Like, for example, on the pants, if you look at it, and it'll change names in the toolbox, in the tooltip in the bottom right, too, when you get to that point. But it'll flip between two names, one of which, the name in blue, is what the item really is, and the one that's kind of grayed out is what the item was changed to look like. So in this case, for his pants, it's Augmented Ironworks Breaches of Casting versus Quirrell Beach Morrow.
Yeah, and like I knew that from the game. It's just one of those things of like when you first brought it up, it went by a little bit quickly for me to catch it. So
yeah, so I'm gonna summon my Chocobo, whose name is Alonzi.
Hee.
Well, I mean, obviously the obvious joke here that Doctor Who fans will get is my character's name is Alonzo Frame, Midshipman Alonzo Frame, from the HMS Titanic episode. Well, and also kind of from the end, he also shows up briefly in Tennant's finale. He shows up briefly. Okay, so we're gonna go do a few quests that I've got out here. So we've got one called Some Bad News, which for some bad news, I'm supposed to go talk to hunters. So let's go over here and find the hunters. Oh, and there's wild chocobos out here that I may have to fight if I'm not careful.
Oh, fun.
Careful. Fights out here are interesting. I mean, the easiest way... Get up the cliff, get up the cliff, get up the cliff. I wish I could fly in this area. Okay, go around the cliff. No, go up there. There we go. I'm up now. One of the interesting things about flying in this out here, because you can fly on your chocobo out here, but you have to unlock it. And the way you unlock it is some of the points you have to discover, which I have that. If you look at my toolbar, there's a little compass on my toolbar, which will tell me where the nearest one is to me, which in this case is somewhere over there, and it's not really safe to go exploring there, just for finding that. Let's see here. But you also have to do certain quests. Oh, hey, it's a fate. I need these. So we're gonna blow some stuff up here. Oops. I don't know what I thought I was doing here. I was just hitting random buttons, apparently.
Random buttons.
Yep. Oh, I know what I was doing. Because one of the downsides to playing so many different classes is I get confused about which one I'm on, and I have different button sets on each one, obviously. So I was trying to use one ability and I was hitting the wrong button set because I'm on a different class.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a ninja joining the fray.
Ninja! Nice. Hey, like someone who's actually a properly leveled ninja?
Well, yeah, this is a 50-plus area. If he wasn't a properly
Okay.
leveled ninja, he would be having a very bad day.
Bad day!
So I'm about to finish my challenge log for the first set of companion kills. You'll see a little pop-up with the reward. It just kind of automatically awards it to me, and it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Because the companion ones give you bonus XP for your companion.
Oh, which is nice for
Oh,
your
yeah.
companion, because it's always kind of one thing that you really want for them anyway.
Yeah, like you just saw the little pop-up. It said that I got 72, or you'll see shortly, a little pop-up that said I got 72,000 XP and 1,000 gil. And also give a message about that I'm almost completing my next challenge entry. And actually, the really convenient thing about this, about, you know, being in a fate, is I can actually see real time the difference in time here.
Hmm.
See here, I'm gonna go ahead and heal this guy. After all, what is a white mage but a healer?
What mage?
Apparently this ninja's gonna just join whatever I'm fighting, and yeah, that's the thing. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's 7 right now.
Alright, so anyways, that's enough of that. Let's see. Where is my next quest marker? Okay, heading up northwest, or northeast, I mean. Oh. Nope, go away, hunting hound. I have nothing to say to you. Oh yeah, what I was going to say, though, is the nice thing about being in a fate is I can, while I'm in the fate, I can actually see the exact lagged number, because I've got, I currently have the stream loaded up on my TV as well, so I can make sure if there's any issues with the stream, I'll be able to see them. So I was able to see the exact difference in seconds left on the fate between what was showing on my computer and what was showing on my TV.
So you could easily gauge where I was at,
Yep.
or at least a rough approximation.
Okay, and there's an undiscovered area to the northwest of me, which across there is where I need to go next. Oh,
So discover the area and move on.
and yeah, we're going to keep going this way. Oh, discovered the area.
Whoop.
Oh, there's an actual proper friggin' cobblestone road here.
Nice.
And up there is where I seem to need to go, so let's see how I get up there. While trying to watch out for chiggers. Or whatever, feather flea in this case.
Weird bugs.
Yes. Very, very large bugs. Oh. So, shortly you're going to see a big purple ring on the ground. For those of you watching from home who aren't familiar with this game, that means that's a quest destination that when you enter it, it's going to spawn enemies. So, here we go.
Fun times.
I sense hostile presence. Marching fire drones, which I have no idea what the hell these are. I've never seen this enemy model before.
Well, I'll be seeing it soon.
Alright, it's time for White Mage spam. Holy! Holy! And
Holy, holy, holy!
Hole, hole.
Frijoles.
And then heal myself really quick. Switch back to DPS stance. Let's see here. So, oh, that's the next waypoint is way over there. But first, I've got a quest that I was actually heading to, which is up here somehow. So I still need to find my way up there. I still have no frelling clue how I'm supposed to get up there.
Magic?
No. Because if it was magic, I would have found the spot already. I'm pretty sure. There's no visible bridges or other ways across. Unless I can platform over here, but I don't think so. It looks too high.
Let's see
I definitely
here.
can't platform there. Let me go all the way around the other side, because I'm obviously missing something here. Okay, so obviously I can... Okay, that must be it then. I must have to get over onto this piece. Oh, hey, it's a new animal I haven't fought yet. Bandersnatch. And here I am without a Vorpal sword.
Was it the Bandersnatch? I thought it was something else.
Oh no, it's the Jabberwocky.
Yeah.
The Bandersnatch was referenced in the same poem, though.
Yeah, it was like, be wary of the Bandersnatch, but...
Yeah. The Fruptuous Bandersnatch.
Yes.
Alright, so next waypoint is right here. It's actually just north of the town. Nope, go away, Flea. I'm not interested in you.
Shoo fly, don't bother me.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much how that goes.
High level areas. Everything's out to kill you.
It's true. Oh, and I'm gonna have to fight that Bandersnatch. So, first fight. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's fun.
Oh no, something tells me.
He apparently has a ranged version of fire too.
Oh, Lord.
And, oh, and his bite attack is called Frumious Jaws.
Yeah, that's...
And his,
wait a minute.
claw swipe is I missed it. It was something claws. It rhymed. Catching claws?
Actually, no. Fire 2 is kind of ranged.
Oh, that's right. It's Ice 2 that's point blank.
Yeah, Ice 2 is centered on your character, where Fire 2 is centered on...
Your target.
The target, but does AoE.
Okay, so that quest is done, so let's head on to the next waypoint. Actually, town's right here. I'm going to head down the river and turn this one in really quick. Yeah, Frumious
Are you going down the river in barrels?
Claws.
Oh.
No, my bird's just gonna walk through it. It's not that deep of a river.
Well, hopefully you're not evading, elves.
I'm not getting
And
the
I
reference.
screwed up the reference.
Yeah, that would be why I didn't get it. Let's see here. I have expected that. Oh, sorry, I missed the first piece of the chat. Let's see here. Let's see. What do you say? So the chocobos made off with the bait without springing the traps. Looks like I've come up empty-handed again. I half expected that would happen. That's why I dug pits near the traps in hope of catching one off guard. Sorry. Guess I forgot to mention that part. Looks like both you and the chocobos managed to get past them on your own, though. Truth be told, This isn't the first time I've been outwitted by a chocobo. I've got more trap designs in the works, and I plan to test them out soon. Stop by again if you feel like joining in. So yeah, the premise of this quest hub, this little town right here that I'm at, is that they are actually chocobo hunters. They catch wild chocobos and send them back to the capital for training.
For taming, you mean?
Yeah, for taming and training.
Okay.
Let's see. So next quest is to turn in is in here. Marchamp. So they've all got issues, but none of them thought to ask me for help. Do they think I'll bite their heads off or something? At any rate, I best prepare to round up the birds from each camp. Thanks again for your help, friend. Say, since you're already struck up an acquaintance with my people and all, maybe you'd be willing to lend them a hand? Seems they talk to you of their troubles readily enough. And this quest gives me not only XP and Gil, but it also gives me another bonus that's called Ether Current. That's one of the Ether Currents. I need all the quests that have Ether Currents associated with them in order to be able to fly here. Those are the ones I was referring to.
Okay.
So
that's one more down.
Yep. So, and they actually added a new entry under the travel menu with this expansion called Ether Currents. So right now I've got 3 zones open. So Quarthus Western Highlands I've fully attuned to, so I can fly there. Sea of Clouds, I have 3 exploration points and 1 quest point. And Dravinian Forelands, which is this zone, it's where Tailfeather is, where we are now. I have 2 explorations and 1 quest. And each zone, at least that I've found so far, all have 5 quests in them. So.
Okay, so technically you need to get the 5 quests and possibly the zones in order to properly have it explored.
Yeah, you have to get all 5 quest attunements and all, it looks like 10 exploration attunements.
Yeah.
It should be up on the screen right now.
Yeah, it's it's 10 of the green one, which is obviously the area.
Yeah. If
Discovery
you see the little
attunements.
symbols next to them, the one that looks like a Q is quest, and the one that looks like a footprint is exploration.
Yeah. So in this case, it's 10 of exploration and 5 of quest.
So actually that would be kind of fun, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. So again, using my toolbar, let's see, 100 yalms to the west. So we're going to go and try and find some of these. It should be interesting. Some of them are easy-ish to find. Some of them are kind of complicated to get to. So let's see what we've got for here. Because I kind of want to do this now. It could be fun. And who knows, you know, this could someday be useful. Maybe I'll make like a guide video on how to get them. And this could be the first part of the guide.
Yeah.
So, let's see, it's now 250 yalms to the south. So we'll follow the river, watching out for the enemies in the river that will aggro, because everything just about aggroes out here. The only thing that doesn't seem to aggro are the elemental sprites.
Which is indicative of all areas that they're in.
Yeah, but there's other stuff out here that normally wouldn't aggro back in the homelands, as I've come to calling it, that does aggro out here.
Yeah.
I'll run across an example soon enough, I think. So 92 yalms to the east. By the way, for anyone who's confused in any way about the measurement system, ilms is the equivalent of inches, yalms is the equivalent of yards, and if I remember right, malms is miles. Oh, and here's our ether current. So you just examine it. It sits here attuning to it, just like with a crystal.
Nice.
And then boom, I got this one. So now, open the compass. Where's the next one? 189 yalms to the northwest. Should be around there.
Yeah, we're getting into it, and there it is. And rubbing your face all over that thing.
It's true. That's how this works.
A new thing to rub faces.
West. So it looks like it should be. Oh God, Avis! No, no, no! Bad Avis, go away.
No touchy.
62 to the southeast. I overshot because I was running from the Avis.
I see tree guys.
87 to the northeast. Oh, you're gonna be up there, aren't you? Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. So I need to find a way up onto this giant pillar.
Oh, fun.
23 to the north. Wait, to the north? 38 to the west. 17 to the west. 15 to the southwest. So it must actually be on top of this, although I have no idea how I would climb up there.
Probably...
Very carefully.
Carefully.
Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh, wow, yeah, this is carefully, isn't it? I missed.
Carefully, carefully with the plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates.
Shh. I cannot... Oh, God. And this Avis is aggroing me. I'm not happy with that math.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to fight it. I don't think I moved far enough. Okay, good, I did.
Oh, there's the Avis showing up. Oh boy.
Ah. There we go. That's a lot more like it. Now let's try and do this so very carefully. No, I fell off again. Ugh. So, FYI, viewers at home, yes, this is absolutely normal for me. I am not good at platforming.
Nobody's good at platforming.
No, that's not true. There are definitely people who are good at platforming. Okay, so where the hell is it? It is not up here. Oh, unless it's up on the upper piece. I don't know how. I don't even know if I can get onto the upper piece. Am I just? Is it actually not up there, and I'm wasting my life?
Maybe it's...
Oh, there it is. It was on the easy piece to climb. God damn it.
Oh, it was on the one wing. It wasn't on the other wing.
It was on the
other.
All right, and all mine. All right, so let's find the next one. The next one is 216 yards to the yalms to the northwest. Which is going to put it at the edge of what I've discovered thus far. Once I can leave this weird little road thingy. Oh, it's probably in that little keep over here. 89 to the west. 57 to the west. Alright, how do I get in here? Oh, that's how I get in. Oh. Cool. I don't know what a Vath is, but apparently that's where I am. Oh, it's those guys again. But these ones aren't aggressive. It's like a little story hub that I don't have actual access to yet. 47 to the southwest, which is up there. Okay, so I see a castle up there. How do I reach that castle? Doesn't look like I can reach it from this side. I may have to go around. Yep, I'm gonna have to go around, it looks like. So if I go back over here past my quest marker. Alright, I know where I'm going. There's actually another home point crystal over to the west that I haven't found yet. Annex Shrine. Probably gonna end up getting that tonight too while we're doing all this. Oh, and here's another purple circle of doom. So something tells me I should definitely walk into this. Holy spam, go. That's probably gonna hurt. Alright, so let's see here. So that tells me to go back to the south, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to go this way instead. Oh, there's apparently bears up here. Alright, so let's climb up here into a new undiscovered area. And find my way around. Oh, here we go. Nice path. Easy to follow. And there we go. There's a castle. And there's Dravinians. Friggin' Avises again.
Great.
Wait, to the northeast? There's one back this way? Apparently there's one back this way. Cool story. To the north. Oh, I see it. Alright, so I want to walk across this big route here. Preferably without falling off. And I got this one. Yay, I found this. And now it is mine. Okay, compass, where do I go next? Oh yeah, back to the one I was going to go to earlier. Back across the route. I'm going to try and take this path. Better to take higher ground, it looks like. Oh, never mind, it ends here. Unless... yeah, I'll just go down. If I need to, I can always backtrack to get back up there. 259 to the south. Mare's Oath. Actually... yeah, that's not going to work. I need to get there. I'm going to have to continue west past here. If I can. I can't! Awesome! Okay, so... I don't know how to get there then. Maybe I was supposed to go south of the stained one. Let's go ahead and go back on track. It's one of the fun things about I'm doing this completely guideless.
Ah.
The only thing I've got is my compass and what map I've actually unlocked through my explorations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the stained one, which is where this quest is. And that means I'm going right back to where the Avises are. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too terribly shocked, considering that, you know, I'm helping out Quarthus, which is at war with dragons. So the fact there's dragons everywhere... Ooh, cutscene.
Cutscene.
Should we chance to meet Marchamp again, remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect the Nath, I doubt we would be standing here. Or I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins... Oh, wrong voice, sorry. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian, the style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphanode. The structure is in fact over 1,000 years old. It's a remnant of the age where our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. You claim this is evidence of our harmonious past? I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of your Dravinian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Alonso, please reason with these two. Alright, so I've got 4 choices. I've got our goals are the same. Set aside your differences for now. The truth of the past will be revealed, or grunt. Given Alonso, I'm going to choose set aside your differences for now. I feel like it would be hilarious to just choose grunt, though.
I would probably choose that on my character because that's the type based on who my character is based off of.
Yeah.
He would choose grunt.
Probably. Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravinians and Ishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Alonso's gift. In time, in my gift? Trust in Alonso's gift. Oh, okay, never mind, I know what I was talking about. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Alonso's visions confirm the truth? Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Frostfurger will likely provide the catalyst Alonso's gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. And I get to choose what I'm taking. I'm going to take the robe upgrade, which is definitely an upgrade for me. So I got a new robe to change into.
Nice.
Which you'll see on screen momentarily.
Yep.
Ooh. It's not a very, magey look, but I like it.
Still waiting for the stream to catch up because mine seems to be several seconds behind.
Yeah, you'll get a good view of it once you get to that moment. Meanwhile, I'm going to start the next cutscene. Or what will probably
There's you selecting the robe.
Ah, I'm under attack! I'm under attack! I'm under attack! Oh, there we go.
That's not a robe. That's more of like a vest and a blouse.
I know, isn't it amazing?
And such low cut. That fits your character a little bit better than it fits you.
Yes, it fits me quite well, actually.
I will say that. That's actually kind of impressive for a rogue. Quotations.
Yeah, so here's you should now be seeing the moment where I was panicking.
Oh god, yeah. Oh god.
It burns. Alright. So back to the
Freaking
storyline. Spy you the three great towers to the west? Ishgardians know them as Onyx Trine. The place serves as a roost for Hrossvigur's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Somal, we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened. The one who leads them is a friend. Of rather more concern is the disposition of the Nath. Let us survey the approach to the towers and see if the path is clear. So the whole plot at this exact moment of the story is that basically I'm trying to broker a peace, or at least buy time between the Dravinians, which are the dragon army, and the Ishgardians, the humans in this area. I'm trying to broker a peace, and I'm doing so with the help of a quote-unquote heretic, because she is effectively on the side of the Dravinians, and of the Azure Dragoon, who is one of the greatest dragon slayers.
Oh boy.
So I've got those two are all automatically enemies. Plus then I have Alphino, who is probably the best. I'll be honest, he's probably the best shot of pulling something off here, as far as you know, brokering a peace, because he is very much the diplomat.
Yeah, admittedly, as much interaction that I've had with Alphino, I'm still not. I still have not figured out his sister yet. But then again, I haven't been gotten too far into the plot line.
I'm gonna be honest. Alice ends up going off doing her own thing, and you don't really interact with her much. So I don't know much about her yet. Oh wow, that is an actual wyvern.
Oop.
There is an actual wyvern in the road. That's gonna be fun. All right, you sail.
Waiting for the stream to catch up.
'Tis as I feared. The road ahead is teeming with Nath soldiers. Marsham did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen, indeed, if they would threaten the dragons so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray they do not. Mighty though my Dravinian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Nath's muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. Cool! So I'm riding into enemy territory, knowing that it's enemy territory, and knowing that I'm going to have to fight a lot.
Fun.
Pretty much just another day for me.
And, okay, I just got to the part where they showed off the wyvern.
Oh yeah, you're actually further behind than my view of the stream then.
I may have to refresh the page then, but... Easy.
Alright, so... Battle. Alright. Holy... Oh, let me actually... Presence of mind. Holy... Makes it cast
there we
faster.
Go. Just entering a purple circle.
Okay, so you're actually ahead of my view now then.
Well, I just refreshed the page, so...
Yeah, I may actually have to refresh the stream myself. Oh! Oh, there's more enemies. Where are they?
And I've got a sneaking suspicion that tonight I will probably not get a lot of sleep.
It's possible.
Because, well, today's date and the fact that my job, I have to get up at 3 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure what exactly that is. It looks like a killer sloth. It's called Mychyl. You'll see me go over and examine it a little bit.
I think I just saw you pop over and check it out. But... Okay, yeah, it looks like a mix between a sloth and an anteater. Kind of big too.
Well, most enemies in this game are, though.
Yeah. What can you do?
Not much. Okay, there's those two, and then is there going to be another set? Yep. Let's not stand in the grenade blast. Alright, continuing up the hill. Yep, there's another one of those weird sloth eaters. Alright, here we go. I'm kind of expecting more storyline. Oh, but first, let me go talk to... Oh, that's weird. That's the
first, let me take a selfie.
Yeah. You'll see this shortly. There's the Choco Keep symbol on a summoning stone.
That is weird.
It appears to be a large horn. Perhaps if you were blowing one of the holes, it would summon a chocobo. Though it may be prudent to leave a rental fee just in case. So in other words, it's the new form of Choco Keep. All right, time for cutscene. Talk to me, Mychyl. I take no pleasure in
just a pile of money next to the horn.
Yeah, right? I just go over and be like, oh, sweep that up. That's mine now, thanks. I take no pleasure in killing the Nath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight. Only finish it. You truly are beyond salvation. Come, then.
Oh, boy. That does not...
Oh, and here goes actual cutscene.
Huh?
I'll wait until it looks like you're caught up before I start talking about it.
Mine may have slowed... now it's just started, so...
Oh, it's actually got voice acting.
Shutting up.
The Nath have
Oh, fuck.
Pray excuse my forwardness.
Oh no.
To eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izal's request?
Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed? 'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
And I get new pants for my gladiator, for my paladin, I mean.
Fun times.
So, the Nath have a primal, and that one I don't know anything about.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, what the crap?
So, I know about Bismarck, which is the primal of the other species out to the east in the Sea of Clouds. They have Bismarck. And yeah. But the fact that there's another primal out here that I didn't know about, I'm a little concerned and, to be honest, curious. I want to know more about this new primal that I know nothing about.
Oh yeah, because that other one just, to me, feels that I know it cannot honestly be the one that I think of, but at the same time it's like this does not bode well for anybody.
Alright, so I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to need to step AFK for a minute or two. And then we will be back to finish up the stream for the night. Should be probably a little bit more storyline.
Okay.
And we're back. Thanks again for your patience. So now, let's see. So I was just thinking about who the Primal might be. For those who are not familiar with this game, but familiar with the older Final Fantasies, Primals are basically this game's versions of the Eidolons, the Summons, the Espers, whatever you choose to remember them as.
Yep.
So, what I was thinking, because, I mean, thus far, all the Primals have been somewhat similar to the races that summon them. For example, the Amalja, which are a lizard folk, lizards, of course, you know, preferring heat and such, summon Ifrit, the fire primal. You have kobolds, who are creatures of the earth, who summon Titan, the earth primal. You have the Ixal, which are bird creatures, which summon Garuda, the wind primal. You have Sahagin, which is, of course, an aquatic race, and they summon Leviathan, the water primal.
Then there's the Sylphs with Ramu.
Correct. The Sylphs summon Ramu. Yeah, the Sylphs, it's a little bit more complicated, but they do use thunder magic, so it kind of plays in there. And then the Mughals summon Good King Mogglmog, which is, I mean, that's pretty obvious right there.
They summon a bigger Moogle.
Exactly. So I was thinking, what we know so far of the Nath is they're obviously technologically advanced. They were using muskets and grenades when they were fighting me. So based on that, and if I'm right, I'm both very excited and more than a little frightened to face this primal, is possibly Alexander.
I did remember Will mentioning that one of the ones that was mentioned was Alexander.
So that may be it then. It may in fact be. Oh, goodness. Let's find out. If we push through the storyline, we should find out. So let's talk to Isal. Let's see here. So the Nath has summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. The Dravidian primal is, well, her nickname, Lady Iceheart, is kind of a clue to what that one is. Shiva.
Yeah.
She actually summoned Shiva using her own body, which was interesting.
That's kind of crazy, because I thought you needed several people to do a primal.
You need a lot of devoted followers, which they have, the heretics, and you need a lot of crystals, which they got an absolute metric ass ton of them. Let's see. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further mine own ends. I desired her strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. But what a fool am I to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Enough, enough, I say. If the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the ether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies. You are right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Marchand. He knows more of the Nath and their culture than most. Alright, so we're heading back to the Camp Tailfeather. But first, before I do that, I should be in a good position if I go over this way. Oh, goody, Hipposurfs, of course. Should be in a pretty decent position to try and get to the waypoint I couldn't reach earlier, or to the ether current I couldn't reach earlier.
Yeah, and from the way the Nath are described, they're very insular, and like having walls between them and other. So I honestly do believe it's going to be Alexander.
But that seems very likely at this point. 67 yalms. I should see it. Yep, there it is.
Time you rub your face all over it.
Yep. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. So the next one from here is 500 yalms to the west, which is going to be on the other side of Onyx Trine. I may not be able to get to that one yet, but I'm going to try.
Okay.
Oh.
For independence.
There's a huge pothole in this road. It looks like I'm riding my chocobo through Tucson.
Riding your road through any Arizona state?
City. You'll see when I get there. Yeah. It's like riding my chocobo down Broadway.
Oh Lord. Still haven't finished road work there?
Still haven't finished road work. They're never gonna finish road work. What are you talking about?
Yeah, considering that I have to deal with them doing modifications on the 101 right now.
Good fun.
Yeah, we're expanding it to 4 lanes. I'm like, oh my god, do you honestly think that would work? It just means 4 more. That means 1 more lane they could possibly royally fuck up in.
So let's see. It looks like it's gonna let me through here, maybe. Oh, that's not actually a path. That goes upstairs. Oh.
Yeah, that's a giant, huge crystal that you rub your face on.
Yeah, I already rubbed my face on that earlier, though. I'm going up the tower. This is one hell of a tower.
Fun.
There's a bunch of friendly dragons in here. Let's keep going up.
Quotations, friendly.
Well, they're not actually. They're not. They're NPCs. They're not enemies.
Okay. But still, quotations, friendly.
Yeah.
They probably are not happy with you.
Probably not. Nobody seems to be. Alright, I found a path. I can now continue my quest for the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Gallimimus. It's basically one of the raptor mobs. That's a new one.
Oh. Fun times.
And it wants to play, but I'm far too fast on my chocobo. 202 to the southwest. So yeah, I think this switchback right here is where I want to go. This would be so much easier if I could fly. Ironically, considering I'm trying to get the ability to fly.
Can you fly on a fat chocobo?
Yes, I can.
Oh Lord.
It's funny because you know how usually to ride your chocobo you hold a Mychyl grain in front of it.
Yeah.
When you switch to flying mode, you move the Mychyl grain off to the side and you hold a piece of cake in front of it.
Oh Lord. I would love to see that, but I guess I will have to wait until my computer is built then.
Also, since I pre-ordered, I have a griffin.
Same with me, because I pre-ordered on Steam.
That's true. So I have my regular chocobo, my fat chocobo, and my griffin. I think are the only ones I can fly with right now.
Yeah, even though Hayden was like, why pre-order? You're not going to be playing it. Like, I will be.
Yeah, and, you know, not pre-ordering means you miss out on the perks.
Yeah.
Which, admittedly, the perks are, you know, mostly cosmetic, but still.
It's one of those things of like, I did it because it's like, well.
Aw, my time ran out with my chocobo.
No! Not Alonzi! And I've got a sneaking suspicion that tomorrow is going to be one of those crazy days at work.
It's certainly possible.
Because people are going like, oh my god!
Cool, got that one. I'm gonna go ahead and summon my griffin. I can't fly here, but I can still ride it as a land mount.
Yeah.
Next one is southeast, like way southeast. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, it's probably way down there in that area I haven't discovered yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow the quest, which says to go back to Tailfeather. Oh, and I actually do have some quests that have popped up on the eastern edge past Tailfeather.
Nice.
So I'm probably going to need to pick those up. So go back to Tailfeather. And let's see. That's not what I meant to do, but okay, whatever.
Vorp? I'm just at the point where you just warp to Tailfeather, so...
Alright, so talking to Marsham, and it's another cutscene.
Cutscene? Voice acted, or...?
No. Oh, back already, are we? Met the Nath, did you? And what is it you'd like to... Summon a primal, you say? 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there never seemed to be much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here. Outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves, if you give them the right incentives. That sounds promising. And what exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You'll want a good-sized jar of landtrap nectar, a basket of Calum tree fruit, and, always a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nanka flesh. I shall gather the fruit. Leaping to the lower branches of these forest giants should present little challenge to me. Then I shall collect the nectar, with Master Alphanod's arcane assistance. And that leaves to you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it from the smaller Nanka that live in the rivers. 3 big hunks should be enough, I reckon. Once you got everything together, you'll need to set it down at what we call the trading post. Here, I'll mark the spot on your map for you. You have been most kind, Master Marchand. Well then, let us attend to our respective tasks and reconvene at the trading post. I need hardly add that the last one there is a rotten Nanka egg. Yeah, he just did that.
Alphanod, you are one good diplomat, but you
Your
are...
plans are horrifying.
I was about to say one horrible set of competitiveness.
Okay, so I've got quests out this way, so I'm gonna go grab these first.
Okay. And
Hopefully
I may have
one or two of them may have ether currents as rewards.
Yeah, and I may have to call it a night now. So I hate doing this to you, Mychyl, but it's kind of late for me.
Yeah, no, I understand. You've got work early in the morning. I probably will be shutting down pretty soon because it's about the 2 hour. It's a little past the 2 hour mark from my math, but just wanted to get a little bit more progress in before I called it a night.
Well, in this case, I hope you have a great night, everyone. Mycyl's going to continue for a bit, but I'm dropping out.
Alright, have a good night, Asher. We'll continue on from here.
Good night.
Alright. Alright, so that's the thing. Oh, let me adjust the volumes really quick. Please don't panic. Turns out that when Skype's active, it changes the volumes a little bit, so don't panic. I just had to adjust it down just a touch. Anyways, continuing on our quest. We gotta kill 4 of these feather fleas that I've been avoiding for the last half hour or so. Direction. If you see the mini-map in the top right corner, the little yellow dots on the map indicate where you have a quest a target at, so... Or when you're fighting individual enemies, at least it does. Like here with the feather fleas. Did that backwards? Oh well. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, so that's that quest. We're going to go ahead and turn that in really quick. Let's see, so of these options, so my two main classes are White Mage and Paladin. So usually with the quest rewards, I've been bouncing between the two, since they're never on the same reward chain. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and get the Paladin gloves, which is good because my Paladin's 51. When I get to 52, I'm going to want to have stuff available for him. So let's see, I've got a quest out to the east of here, apparently. It's another one of these raining. Oh, there we go. was gonna say another one of these where I need to figure out how to get up there, but I guess I did that well enough. Picking mushrooms, apparently. Yep, for the rest I definitely need to get up there. So let's go around to the other side of this area. There we go. Nope, not far enough up. However, if I write this, oops, provided I can get on it. Nope, that wasn't it. Like I said, platforming not exactly my strong suit. Or maybe I just can't platform that one. Let's try going around instead. Yep, there we go. We can go around. Okay, this is concerning. It looked like it should have to be up here, but certainly not seeing any. Oh, there we go, over there. Alright, I'm gonna have to deal with this chocobo. Did I mention the chocobos are a little bit nasty? Because they're a little bit nasty. Let's see, so there's... and I had to aggro that one too. That one, and here's the last two right here. Okay, so that's that one. Let's see what's next. Let's head north. There's a quest available up there. guess I have to go around the long way. Okay. We can do that. We can do that. So what's your quest? Ah, this is going to be my White Mage gloves, which is good because it's an upgrade. A pretty decent one, too. Oh, there's a chocobo nest. Well, then by all means, if there's a nest near where that chocobo was caught, let's go verify. And with that, it sounds like fireworks are starting to go off a little bit earlier than expected. So I think, yeah, it's about time to wrap up. The background noise is going to be a little awkward. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Next week, we will go ahead and pick up where we currently were on the storyline, continuing to find out information about the Primal, and we'll go from there. So in the meantime, I want to thank you for tuning in tonight, and this is Mychyl with Front Row Geeks signing off. Have a wonderful evening and happy 4th of July.